Okay, so today we want to talk about solving simultaneous equations using what we call the elimination method. And this method we use mostly for when we have a system of linear equations. And I have a couple steps there we want to look at. But here I have an example. X plus y is equal to 9, x minus y is equal to 5. What are the respective values of x and y? We could take a second and guess the values. Which two numbers add to give 9? And when you subtract one from the other, we get 5. You guess correctly. X is 7, y is 2. And this is what it's all about, alright? Finding the value of x and y. Now, most of the times, it is not always so easy to guess or to use trial and error. And that is the reason why we need a systematic way of solving these problems. And today we want to be looking at the elimination method. And I have a couple steps there. Make sure an unknown in both equations has the same absolute value as its coefficient. So the unknown, well, we have two unknowns. The x we don't know and the y we don't know. Let's pretend we don't know what the value of x and y are. Good? So the coefficient of the x is 1, while the coefficient of the x in the second equation is also 1. Because don't forget x is 1x. So it's 1. So yes, so we satisfy condition 1. We want the coefficient to be the same. For the unknown y, the coefficient in the top equation is 1, because 1y. Remember, coefficient means the number that you multiply to the term, right? So y 1y and negative y, negative 1 is a coefficient, because negative y is negative 1y, right? So yes, they have the same absolute value. 1 and negative 1 has the same absolute value. What's absolute value? Absolute value is a distance of the value from 0 on the number line. So 2 and negative 2 will have the same absolute value, because both of those numbers are equidistant from the number line, meaning the distance from 0 to 2 on the number line is the same as the distance from 0 to negative 2 on the number line. Right? 5 and negative 5 has the same absolute value, because the distance of 5 from 0 on the number line is 5, and the distance of negative 5 on the number line, the distance of negative 5 from 0 on the number line is the same 5 units. Alright? So 1 and negative 1, they have the same absolute value, because they have the same distance from 0. Alright? Now, so step 2, subtract the equations if the coefficients have the same sign. Add if signs are different. So these can be solved one of two ways. Alright? We want to eliminate either the x or the y. We want to eliminate either the x or the y. Alright? It's up to you how you want to go about it. Alright? So you can add the equations if the signs are different. And bear in mind that the absolute values have to be the same. Or you can subtract if they have the same sign. Let us do the subtraction first. And then we'll look at addition and see if we get the same result. So this problem, so we're subtracting. And by the way, bear in mind, when we're subtracting, concentrate. When you're subtracting, it is a term above. Subtract the term below. So we subtract x, take away x. So the term above is x, the term below is x. So x take away x, and that is 0. And then, careful now, it is y take away the term below, which is negative y. Alright? It's not y minus y. It's y, it's term above minus the term below. The term above is y minus, and the term below is negative y. And you will see the double negative, as we know, the double negative gives us a positive. So what we have here is positive 2y. And 9 minus 5 is 4. So we end up with 2y. We end up with 2y is equal to 4. Sorry, we end up with 2y is equal to 4. So 2 times y give you 4. What is that? What is y? So we can divide by 2. Or you could just write y equal to 2. Divide both sides by 2. So 2 into 2, 1. So 1y. So y is equal to 2. So we have our y value. Now we need our x value. And how do we get our x value? We substitute the value of y into any one of the equation. It really does not matter which equation. Let me use equation 1. I'll just write EQ there, abbreviate equation. Alright, so we substitute y equal to into equation 1. Alright, let's come up here. Now here's equation 1. Equation 1 states that x plus y is equal to 9. And so we know that the value of y is 2. So we have x plus 2 is equal to 9. Since we know the value of y is 2. And we want the value of x. So group the constants on the right. It becomes 9 minus 2. I would say we subtract 2 from both sides. Grouping the constants, 9 minus 2. So x is equal to 7. So y is equal to 2 and x is equal to 7. And we can always try these equations into these values into both equations, and it will satisfy the conditions. 2 plus 7 plus 2 is 9. 7 minus 2 is 5, as we already know. Now let us look at the same problem. Let's look at the same problem where we now add. Because we can add because y and negative y. Signs are different. So let's add. So we add x plus x. That's 2x. Y plus negative y. That's 0. And 9 plus 5. That's 14. So we end up with 2x is equal to 14. So 2 times a value gives you 14. What is that value? You're correct. You can divide both sides by 2. 2 into 2, that's 1. So we have 1x or just x. And 14 divided by 2 is 7. And then to get the y value, we can substitute x equal to 7 into any of the equations. Let me just stick to equation 1. Doesn't matter which one though, we still result in the same solution. So here's equation 1. X plus y is equal to 9. But we know that x is equal to 7, right? So we replace the x with 7. So we have 7 plus y is equal to 9. And we can group the constants over here. So we subtract 7 from both sides. So 7 group with the 9 comes minus 7. Hence y is equal to 2. So same result in the end, regardless of whether you add or you subtract. And the important thing is one of the unknowns must be eliminated, so to speak. And that's why the method is called elimination method.